If you want to know how to get followers on Pinterest, you clicked on the right video. Keep watching for the 8-step method to grow your Pinterest followers from a digital marketing agency. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandy with LYFE Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. Today, I'm sharing the top 8 strategies to boost your follower growth on Pinterest. Before I dive in, go ahead and like this video for me and subscribe to the channel for new business growing videos every single week. All right, jumping in with step number 1, determine your niche. Acquiring followers on Pinterest is all about producing content that is follow-worthy, specifically content that is follow-worthy to your audience. So in order to do that, the first step is to determine what kind of content your audience likes to see that's specifically related to your business, thus determining your niche. A great way to do this is to look at your Pinterest analytics to see what kind of content is resonating best with your audience. If you've not yet posted anything to Pinterest to date, and you're starting from scratch, Pinterest also has a trends tool that you can use to see what people on the platform are engaging with the best in general. I show you how to access both of those tools in my Pinterest analytics video, which I will link in the description. But another thing that you can do if you don't have enough Pinterest data to go off of yet is to look at your analytics from other social media platforms. What kind of content do people engage with the best on your Instagram, for example? Use analytics as a guide to show you what kind of content you should post and allow that to outline the niche you should create content around. From there, you can create specific boards catered to different topics within your niche. This helps you create bingeable content. Now, you may be thinking, Brandy, I want to know about follower growth, not content creation. And I get it, just hang with me for a second. We all know half the battle of follower growth is just getting your content in front of more people. But the other half of that people don't always invest the proper time into is making strategic content. You can get thousands and thousands of people onto your Pinterest profile, but if the content doesn't resonate with them or provide value to them in any way, they are not going to click follow. We don't want to put in all this effort to get extra reach for nothing, right? We want the reach to turn into followers. So the idea is to make your Pinterest boards relevant to your target audience and of high value so that people will naturally want to follow you for more upon coming to your page. All right, step number 2, once you've got your content topics nailed down, is to use strategic keywords in your content. This is a huge and important step. Pinterest is more of a search engine than it is a social media platform in the way that people get on to search certain keywords for things. When people get on other social media platforms, they more so just scroll through content that is presented to them in their feed. So because of the way that people use Pinterest, you want to optimize your content to make it easily searchable. For example, if you're a women's clothing boutique, make sure your pins are showing up in the search results when ladies type in summer outfits or summer dresses by including those keywords in your pin. And while you're at it, make sure you include the right keywords in your profile display name and about section. This will help your account become more discoverable. If you take nothing else away from this video today, I would go as far as to say that this step is the most important for your Pinterest strategy overall, discoverability, and for getting followers. All right, now that you've done some research and know what kind of content to create, step number 3 is to publish more of it. Once you have a good understanding of what kind of content to publish within your niche and which keywords you want to rank for with your pins, it's time to create more of what's working. Separating your boards by topic, like I mentioned, will help you understand which topics are receiving the best engagement and clicks from your audience when looking at your analytics. So to start with, I would suggest A/B split testing different topics within your niche to see which perform the best. You can also think ahead based on foreseeable trends to create timely and relevant content to see how those pins perform. For example, make all of your Christmas gift guides in advance and have them ready to go early to get the most use out of them for the 4th quarter. With Pinterest, you have to think of content creation more like SEO instead of just a social media post. Each pin is an opportunity to reach more people and rank for important keywords. So once you've established what resonates best with your audience, create more of that content. After you've got your board set up nicely and you're publishing regular content, it's time to think about step number 4, utilize group boards. Group boards are boards with multiple collaborators, meaning other people can add to the board. Pinterest says group boards are a great way to share ideas and plans. As the owner of a group board, you manage the board settings. To create a group board, invite friends to one of your existing boards. Now, the key thing to note there is that they said as the owner of the group board, but you're only the owner if you create the group board. It is possible for you to join other people's group boards where you will not be an owner. So I wanted to make that distinction. I would advise having a combination of group boards that you created as well as ones that you joined. Making your own group board allows you to make the rules, meaning you can set it so that people have to follow you in order to join your group board. But joining other people's group boards can often give you extended reach that you wouldn't have had yet otherwise, because group boards often have thousands and thousands of followers since people know that there are multiple accounts contributing to them. All right, step number 5 is quick and easy, and it's to cross-promote your Pinterest account. If you already have an existing follower base on another platform like Instagram or Facebook, let them know that you have a Pinterest account. The average person has 8 social media accounts, so chances are that if they're following you on Instagram, they probably have a Pinterest account that they can follow you on too. And if they're already following you on another platform, it'll be easy for them to decide to follow you on Pinterest because they already know they love your content. This step just helps you work smarter, not harder. All right, step number 6 is similar, and it's to have your Pinterest account linked on your website. But to take it a step further, specifically have the follow on Pinterest button linked on your website. I would recommend anybody who is trying to grow on Pinterest do this, but it is also just another good route to take if you don't have a big following on other social media platforms yet. You can take advantage of the traffic your website gets and send them to your Pinterest profile. If you go to Pinterest's widget builder and click follow, they give you the code that you can copy and paste into your website. This will make the Pinterest follow button appear on whatever page you put it on your website. And while you're there, you can also grab the code to install the Pinterest save button to your website too. This will encourage users to save your blogs and other valuable information to their own Pinterest boards, again getting you that extra reach. All right, step number 7 is to utilize Pinterest ads. If you've used Facebook ads before, you may be familiar with the Facebook Page Like Ads campaign. It's a Facebook campaign objective that is specifically optimized and designed for driving more likes on your Facebook page. While Pinterest does not have a direct equivalent to this, it does have a brand awareness campaign objective. Or if you have a great video, you could select the video views campaign too. The goal here would simply be to put your best pins in front of as many targeted audiences as possible. And if you're sharing the right content to the right audience, you should get that follow from them as a result. All right, the last step I'm including on this list is one that I want you to take with a grain of salt. Step number 8 is to follow your competitors' followers. This strategy includes locating your competitors on Pinterest or any accounts within the same niche who have thousands of followers. You then mass follow their followers at a max of like 100 people a day and wait to see who follows you back. And then after a couple days, unfollow the ones that don't. While I don't hate this strategy, I don't love it either, because if you follow too many people back to back, Pinterest will flag your account thinking that you're spam, and the time frame on how long it takes for them to unflag you and restore your following capabilities is pretty gray. And also, just as a personal Pinterest user myself, I think more and more consumers are becoming aware of this strategy from brands, and it feels like a cheap follow, and it doesn't always get you the follow back. But like we say with everything else in marketing, it couldn't hurt to lightly test it out. Like maybe start out with following 50 people a day or so and see how many people actually follow you back. Now, you may be thinking, why are you including this step on your list if you're not 100% about it? And the answer is because sometimes it does work nicely. And I want you to be aware of every follower growth strategy available to you, and then you can make an informed decision based on what works best for your business. But I couldn't give you this step without giving you a word of caution to just monitor your efforts with this carefully. The last thing we want is for Pinterest to flag your account for any reason. Quick question for you guys. Have you tried any of these strategies? If so, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, guys. Don't forget to like this video for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next episode.